Hi, my name is Coach Allison, and I am here with Liz Morrison. And she has a very special milestone that she wants to tell us about today. So, Liz, today's a really special day for you. Tell us what this means.
Well, it's been an exciting journey. Hasn't always been easy, but well worth it. And when I started this program, I was in a place of just needing to lose weight, and found that this was definitely more than just a diet. And finding that I really needed to connect deeper in the Word of God and really grow my spiritual life. So this has been a very exciting journey. It's been a tough journey, but now that I'm here, I say it's easy. And so it's very exciting for me to have accomplished and don't have the disappointment of defeat. It's the first program I've actually hit my goal, and so I'm very thankful.
That's wonderful. We're excited to hear your story. Could you tell us what brought you to Grace and Strength in the first place?
Sure. Well, my mom actually did the program first. She is good friends with Cindy, and I watched my mom go through this program, not really giving me much information about it, but I saw her progress along the way and the transformation that my mom had made. And of course, my dad followed along with what she did. But when my mom hit goal, I was obviously at my lowest emotionally. And I called her and I said, just what are you doing? What is this? I want to know what it is. And she said, you need a call. You need to contact Cindy. I can't help you. And she could help me. It's not that, but she wanted me to call and talk with Cindy about where I wanted to be and where I was at. And so I had such a great example from her that I called and talked to Cindy and immediately felt comfortable and felt that the Lord was guiding me to grace and strength. And so with have to, you have your whole family has to be on board with you and my husband. So I wanted to talk with him, and my parents supported me 100%. And so my mom actually was the one that got me to Grace and Strength, and I immediately signed up and jumped in with both feet. I don't think I knew what I was jumping in for, but so glad I did. So.
That's awesome. You sound pretty passionate about this. Would you mind telling us how much weight you actually lost?
Yeah, so I have lost 132 pounds.
Wow.
And it was at my highest. And when you are nearly 300 pounds, you lose. I had lost hope, and I thought that's the way it was going to be for me for the rest of my life. And the devil really had entered in and really convinced me that was just going to be me. And I didn't want that. I didn't want that for my daughter. I didn't want that for my husband. And I wanted to break that generational curse of passing that down to my child. And so it's been a fun ride. But yeah, 132 pounds, and couldn't be happier. So.
Well, that is absolutely awesome. What would you tell someone who was considering taking a Grace and Strength journey? What would you say to them?
I actually had kind of known about the program about a year before I actually dove in, just knowing that my mom was doing it, not knowing exactly about it. But for that person, and I know there's many of us out there, I look back at my old pictures and I think of how unhappy that me was. It's not me anymore. And I was scared. I was scared to make my first call. I was scared to I don't know why it was, but the devil really, really made me fearful, like, that's not for you. And so for that person who is contemplating grace and strength and just getting healthier, I just encourage you to really call and see if it's a fit for you. I can't imagine that it wouldn't be a fit for somebody, but if you want to know the Lord on a deeper level and trust him with every aspect of your life, including your taste buds, it has been a ride. It's not been a struggle it was in the beginning, but when I made the choice to lean into his strength, and day by day it got easier. And then I, reading in the word as far as how the Bible really compares gluttons to alcoholics. They compare them in the same light. And so we all have our own issues, and it may not be alcohol for me, but it is food, and it does the same to my body as it does food. And so there is hope. There is hope. And our meetings on Thursday nights have been something that's very important to me, and I have made it a priority to be there. There's been a couple of times, of course, it didn't fit into the schedule, but for the most part, I was there. And the ladies really help us through, and you're not alone. That person who is watching this that wants to do it. And I know there's plenty of them out there, because there's been plenty of people that have approached me. You can do it. And this program is for you. And I would just encourage them to dive in and jump in and call. So I remember that person who didn't want to make the call, and now I'm so thankful I did.
That's awesome.
It can be you too.
What would you say your biggest take-home lesson will be from this Grace and Strength journey?
My biggest take-home lesson, this whole journey is about choices. And the biggest thing for me would be that my foundation is set, and every day we have to strengthen where we are, and we have to do better than we did the day before. And so being in the Word every day is so crucial for our spiritual journey, our physical journey, our emotional journey. And so, I started carrying my Bible instead of a phone, to church, figuring out where scriptures are, getting back into the Word. I got so much more out of my Bible than I am on my phone, and I'm highlighting, and I can go back. And if there's a day that I'm ever, just having a rough day, I can go back to those scriptures and remember where I was then. And accountability is great. So I'm excited for, P5. What's that?
Next is
P4. That's right. Yeah. So, that'll help me along the way. But through what the biggest thing I'm going to take out of this is really knowing what's in my food, because there are so many things out there that, they, trigger and keywords that they put out for us to make us think that we're eating things that are healthy, but really reading my labels. But most importantly, making sure that I am staying in the Word and making sure that I'm aligned with what He has for me each day.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your story of courage and hope. And it sounds like Jesus has set you free from shame. He's put a smile back on your face and given you a new pathway for the future.
Yes.
To move ahead with victory for the long haul. So yes. We're really grateful to you for sharing with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.